Hello, my name is Cathy Corrado, and I'm a teacher for the deaf. I am currently working at a state agency called CDHY, which is the Center for Deaf and Hard of Hearing Youth. It's basically outreach for the state of Washington. Hello, my name is Laura Gramer, and I am a deaf member on the Biz Town committee. The history of this event is that we call it Biz Town, but the formal name for us is Deaf2Deaf Experience. The Junior Achievement World opened in 2004, and at that time, I was a teacher in Tacoma Public Schools, and I brought my class along with other hearing kids from my school. It was really a wonderful day, but the problem was that my students didn't have communication access. My students would go to the bank or to McDonald's to order food, and they needed an interpreter to be with them the entire time. My students were 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, and they couldn't communicate with the other kids that were there. So in 2008, we decided to establish an all-deaf experience. So Washington State kids came from all over to Biz Town for an all-deaf day. There were 4 components to the 2 days. The first part was self-advocacy, learning what that meant, and teaching the students how to make decisions, how to ask for access, for example, for interpreters, or video phones. The next component was deaf professionals working in particular fields. There was also Biz Town and Finance Park. And those two were 2 separate groups. There was a Biz Town group that were the younger students that would go and run the town and interact with one another. And then Finance Park was more focused on high school students working with a budget, how to make decisions, such as what phone plans they would use, whether they would rent or purchase a home. And then the last component was a parent panel. And this was for our parents to be able to see what resources were available for them and for their children to help transition from high school and to their world beyond, whether it be college or employment. And also for parents to network with other parents through this experience. So now, please watch Deaf2Deaf Experience, the video. Hello, everyone. Wow, I'm thrilled to see all of you here today. I hope we can support you so you can succeed in reaching the goals you want to achieve. Most deaf kids grow up and are isolated from their family and from the hearing world. They may lack pride and confidence because their mother has to explain to the school what they need, or their sister has to speak for them in the grocery store, for example. They may be used to taking a back seat and waiting to be told when it's their time. We want to help them realize it's always their time. In your opinion, what's the biggest challenge for deaf people? Trying my best and fighting through hard things and doing whatever I can to be successful. Why do you think this can be challenging and frustrating for deaf people? Because there's so many obstacles you have to fight through until you can navigate through them. I grew up mainstreamed in the hearing school. I was around hearing kids all day and didn't have many friends Coming here, I feel so close to all the deaf people because we can all sign together. And today we learned about leadership, which was really cool. We learned how to improve our skills as leaders and got to interact with a lot of deaf people. Say your employer told you to bring an interpreter with you. What would you do? You tell the employer they have to provide a certified interpreter. Do I think leaders are born? No. I think some people are natural leaders and some people are trained. People in the front, try jumping a little. Sometimes they grow up isolated at home and at school. This means they have no clear picture of their dreams, of what they can achieve in the future. So I try to be available to tell them, you can do it. I tell them to replace the sign can't with can, because you can. We are planting these seeds that are growing up in front of our very eyes. And I do it because people did it for me. Self-advocacy is taught because we as a committee saw that students have limited exposure to how to self-advocate for themselves. For example, how to express to someone that they didn't understand the interpreter, or if the interpreter didn't show up, what should they do? Or even how to make phone calls to their boss or different places instead of just using text. These workshops are taught by deaf community members. It gives them exposure to real life experiences and advice. Another part of the day is when we work with the Department of Vocational Rehabilitation, DVR. They have supported this event for many years. And with DVR, we have worked on getting those job readiness skills together, soft skills, how to apply for a job, how to fill out a resume, how to do mock interviews. And then in the evening, we invite deaf professionals from all over the state to come and to interact, to meet the parents and the students and the teachers. And it's very emotional for parents to meet a deaf professional who works, say, at Amazon or the airport or even Starbucks. We invite every different job, from beauticians to auto mechanics, just a variety of jobs, so the students can see what's possible. Possible. Now pay attention to the interview questions. The specific questions give you the ability to be very concise. You don't want to be off topic. Good. Today we were working under the topic of job interviews, how they can get prepared for a job interview so that it goes well. When I come here, it's a good idea to write your resume. And then we set up 5 tables around and they all did mock interviews, just like real life, sitting with an interviewer who asked them a list of questions. Hello. What would your coworkers say about you? They would say that I'm positive and friendly and very supportive. What would your teacher see as your strengths? I pay attention. Okay, you pay attention. Great. What else? And I'm respectful. Well, I can listen and follow directions. I study. I like working as a mechanic. And I just like to work. I learned that you have to be professional. You can't be immature or blow it off. I had noticed one boy had gum, which you don't want to do because it's distracting. Oh, yes, I've already seen the kids change. At first, they were shy and apprehensive. But then one kid came up to me and said, "Hey, what does this mean?" So I explained it. And then another kid said, "Hey, my evaluation said this." And I said, "Great, let's look at this. What about this?" And they said, "Oh, I need to work on that and improve." And I thought, wow, they're already starting the critical thinking process. You can see that shift. I think people should come here. It's nice for working towards their future. Also, I notice a lot of deaf teens struggle. And if they don't learn from this event, they might have a tough life ahead because they have no deaf adults to look up to. So it's a nice opportunity here. Biz Town is a real town. It has a city hall. It has different stores. It has an electric company, a phone company, the water company. It is really a town. And each teacher is assigned a business and they run it with their class. They run that business for the day, and each business has a CEO as well as a CFO. And then the kids are the employees. They are paid twice a day. When they get their paycheck, they have to go line up at the bank and go to the teller and deposit their check. And then they can go shopping. And oh, they love the shopping part. Teachers are given the curriculum in the fall. In the hearing classroom, it takes about 8 weeks to teach the curriculum, but honestly, for a deaf classroom, it may take about 18 weeks to teach all of the vocabulary. The city runs all day, and then at the end of the day, they meet and they discuss what happened in the town during the day. Finance Park. This program teaches, the teachers are given a curriculum to prepare the students for budgeting. And when the students enter the program, each kid is given a different role or a job and a salary that they earn. Some are married, some are single, some have kids, some do not. And this project is not group work, it is individual work. And it is part of a 2-day event, which can be really emotional for the students because they have to make decisions by themselves. And some of them have limited experience and exposure at home because they miss out on things at home like kitchen conversations where their parents are discussing budgets and why they can afford or can't afford this or that. So we do have people that are available to help give advice and help the students progress through it and make decisions. Some kids have to make decisions such as if they want to buy a house, what type of house can they afford? One with a pool, or do they have to buy a more modest home? And when it comes to purchasing a car, they may have to think about all these things. If I buy a car, what kind of car am I going to get? Am I going to get a new one, a used one, or am I just going to use public transportation? They have to make decisions that will impact them for the rest of their lives. And they will have the opportunity, some of them, to apply for a loan. Some students get approved for the loan, some don't. So this experience for them is really, it is impactful. And it does impact their ability to make decisions in the future. So hopefully we'll understand them how to move forward in the future and to think about what is next for themselves as they become independent after graduation from high school. Hello, and welcome to Junior Achievement Biz Town. Did you have fun yesterday? Yes. Which one of you is the CEO? I am. Yes, he's right. He's the boss. And who's the CFO? Me. That's right. You are second in command. It is your responsibility to deposit the paycheck so that they can get money to purchase things. Okay? I'm finished. You say, pay UPS, please. 3, 2, 1. Action. What's your business name? Well, my business is McDonald's. And what's your job? I work as an assistant crew member. Here, deaf kids set up the town. They run the place and they represent every part of life. Family support, running a business, owning a business, all of it. So they get to try different roles. Plus, they watch so many deaf adult leaders and learn what's possible. It's a cherished opportunity. It's all about how to save money for emergencies or save for retirement. There's a long list of things you have to budget for. Right. For example, what happens to the shower if there's no electricity? It's cold. Oh, it's really tough. I should thank my parents for working hard and paying for everything. Now I know what to expect. While the students are in their programs, we take the parents who attend the event and we provide different workshops and a panel. For the panel, we have different members from different agencies and community agencies, and some people from Hands and Voices. Also, some other parents who have already experienced this journey with their children, as well as colleges and work programs. And it just gives the parents resources and information to help them plan for the future. We also provide workshops to parents on learning basic signs related to the work field in their future. We give workshops also about, giving them the opportunity to listen to deaf adults and what experiences they've gone through, their positive experiences and their frustrations, to help parents see how they can support their deaf child as they go on their journey to the future in employment. So we made this happen initially by setting up a committee, and everyone was volunteer. So we have people from different agencies, the deaf community members, we had parents, Gallaudet, people were at this meeting and we were able to set this up. We pay for the hotel, food and transportation, the curriculum, and also interpreters. We provide interpreters, ASL interpreters, C interpreters, Spanish, Russian, deaf interpreters. We also couldn't make this happen without the 50 to 60 deaf volunteers who come in and help every year. If you want more information, please do reach out to us. We'd be happy to share what we have learned through this experience thus far. Thank you.